This is Merkaba Molly. I'm a psychic medium energy healer. I also do past life regression in Sydney, Australia. I see people here in Sydney, but I also do online sessions. So I'm going to do a reading for the Ascension energy at the moment, but usually this kind of information can be timeless. I've also got some videos from the past few years that might apply to you if you're wondering about ascension symptoms or spiritual ascension of consciousness. That's what we're talking about. So we just recently had the 11/11 portal, the 11th of November, and this occurred in synchronicity with a few other astrological events. We had some eclipses, we've had a lot of activity in the sky with the planets. So there's a lot that has been happening in the last few months, as usual, but some more intense stuff that has happened in terms of the energy that is coming down for us. So what I was getting from my guides on the 11th was that we were having another wave of ascension energy, and this was breaking down the walls. So in terms of breaking down walls, meaning energetic barriers within self, walls that we've put up, protective layers, false beliefs, things like that. So I'm just going to ask more about this and see what else is happening around this time and moving forward in the next, say, month or so, or through to the new year perhaps. Again, it could apply for longer or it could apply in a few years if you find this video later. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Lightworker Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Okay, so first of all, the guides are telling me this is about coming into balance, and that's what a lot of the spiritual growth practices are trying to do when we practice yoga or meditation or introspective work. We are trying to release patterns, beliefs, things that hold us back, energy that's trapped in our energetic body from past lives or from current life trauma. And I am seeing your spirit teams are working on you, but also galactic light beings are working on you, or working with your teams and influencing you in your choices for self-growth at this time. You may have been receiving energetic healing while you're sleeping. So the first card is the third ray of creative intelligence. I like to read the description in the book because it does offer quite a lot of information that is helpful. This was channeled by Alana, so it is from the guides. Okay, so the third ray of creative intelligence. It brings the gift of practical spirituality and develops the talent for grounding inspired creativity into the world. It empowers you, and it empowers your manifestation. This ray brings many gifts, including new ideas and the practical support needed to bring them to life. The ability to organize, make connections and networks, and synthesize information from various sources into a coherent whole. Archangel Chamuel helps you receive this gift from the universe. This is about taking action on ideas, spiritual ideas, things that can help the world, or maybe lightworker ideas, giving you confidence, and removing doubt so that you can move forward. Taking things one step at a time. Okay. So these may have been ideas that you've had on hold for a while, or you lost confidence in, and it is giving you extra energy And this picture is really beautiful, coming from like a shrinking person. This is like child's pose yoga, and blossoming, lifting up into the rays of light from spirit with butterflies for transformation. So the wall's coming down. I mean, this figure here is really someone who has a lot of barriers and is entangled in their own mess. So coming out of fear, following your dreams, your visions, feeling supported by spirit. Yeah, I am hearing passion as well, so if you have passions, trying to give life to them and give balance. So if you are working and you have a passion on the side, maybe seeing if that is in balance, giving more energy to the passion. I do feel like the things that we're talking about here, the ideas, the visions, the passions, are about helping the world, and these are light workers that are being engaged to work for spirit in terms of lifting consciousness or helping the earth, the animals, children. I am hearing overcome doubt with perseverance. So I'm using another oracle, which is the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle. This has a lot of Ascension themes in it. Okay, so they're telling me have patience. So it does take time to birth ideas. And also we need to integrate the energy that's come through. I just dropped a bunch of cards on the ground here. Okay, so we have the angelic frequency. Angels are here, you are safe. Potent connection. So Archangel Shamiel is coming through. I was doing a reading earlier and I was getting that too. I've had a few angels coming through this week. It's interesting. It seems like there's more activity right now in supporting light workers for what is happening. So some of you may be awakening into this idea of connecting with angels for support or following guidance from angels. So when the guides were telling me last week a wave was happening, I felt like this could be another wave of awakening, and it may be some people who have never been spiritually awakened before. It could be another group that is awakened a long time ago but is having a greater connection with spirit at this stage. So maybe more frequency in terms of connecting higher dimensional beings like angels, and more of an ability in your psychic, like clairvoyance or clairaudience or clairsentience feeling. So you may have noticed a shift in or like how the guides describe it to me is like the volume is turned up. You can hear your guides, your angels much more clearly now. Okay, do practice grounding while this energy is integrating. Because it can be unbalancing as well. And I keep getting the message go slow with it, so don't try to race ahead. Yeah, they're showing me red flags. Be aware of red flags. Okay, so this oracle I'm using now is Sacred Geometry. Activations Oracle. I'm going to ask more about what this wave entails in terms of the energy that is available or the frequency that is opening up to people now. Okay, so here we have soul time. So this is the frequency of soul time. It asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporeal body is mortal, that's the physical body, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So yeah, we are having a bigger awakening of a group of individuals who are realizing that we are more than just the physical 3D world. Okay, and higher self might be becoming more louder, directing you to follow your intuition or to develop it, or to pay attention to spirit. You may be also more interested in things like sacred geometry or manifestation techniques, or learning meditation or energy healing like Reiki. Okay, so this card also came out, the frequency of realization. This supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. Okay, so I feel like I need to read this one out. Okay, so this realization card happens on many different levels. Internally, we realize something when we become aware of that something as a fact. Externally, we realize something when we achieve or fulfill a dream or a desire. On a spiritual level, we refer to self-realization when we are able to unite body, mind, and spirit and soul to step into our fullest, most authentic expression of who we really are. The center of this activation draws us into an infinite inward journey through the layers of our awareness. The green indicates the presence of the heart, which provides the wisdom and stability needed on this frequently trippy path. The rich, bright blue colouring of the outer circles represents the ability and desire to express ourselves and to be realized in the outer world. The water represents the emotional realm, the heart's guidance system, and the orange and yellow stand for expression, creativity, and self-awareness. Okay, so this reminds me of the dream I had. Well, it was not just a dream, it was a message from Spirit that I had in my sleep on the night of the 11th of November. And it was about self-realization. It was about people, it was shown to me like a movie, people doing the inner work to provide spiritual growth for themselves. So people who were working together to release limiting beliefs, pain. They were talking through their emotions, releasing them, processing them. And it was very heart-to-heart kind of scenario as well. And these were young people in this dream I was watching. Anyway, in my dream. So the message I was getting from that was, and now I understand fuller, this wave has brought through a whole new younger generation who have awakened, and they're just awakening. So literally the energy that has shifted in the last week or so has brought through new people awakening. And I feel like this could be much bigger than in previous times. Okay, and I'm aware that some of my viewers will be already awakened and wondering what is happening for them. So I'm going to ask about that now. So what does this energy at this time for already awakened people offer? I am seeing there is a domino effect here of what this energy has sparked. So you may not have experienced anything major just yet, but something will be revealed later to you as a process of what has happened with the energy. What they're showing me now is like, it's actually Trivial Pursuit, and it's the round playing thing that you move along the board, and you put all the different colours in as you collect them. The message is basically like we're playing a game and all the pieces are going to come into position, and this is more like whatever is happening for you individually. Everyone's different. Your pieces will come together. The puzzle will be complete. You'll reach another level of the game. So there may have been challenges that you have had that will be resolved. Or if you've been waiting for something to happen, it will open up like a door opening. Yeah, I'm also feeling past life stuff is going to rear its head, past life connections. Let's see if anything comes out of this oracle. Okay, so here we have, fantastic. So that's just saying yes, this energy for people who are already awakened, so, for people who've been around for a while, who've been practicing spirituality and have already worked on their consciousness a significant amount. This card says, yes, proceed, be seen, and push through. Okay, I will read that for you. So this feels like constraints have been released or will be released as a result of what has happened in the last week or so with energy. I mean, we're still getting energy downloads at the moment that are quite strong. So this is something that you just have to allow to happen. We don't know about timing. Okay, so this card is about Sirius star, and that's why it starts talking about Sirius as the brightest star in the sky and was of the utmost importance to the ancient Egyptians, which reminds me, I have been getting a lot of Egyptian references through my messages from the guides just in the last month or so. So, okay, let's skip ahead. This card draws the bright light of Sirius and the support of Sirian star beings into our world. When it comes to us, it helps us find light in moments of darkness and uncertainty, and to continue on. If you feel strongly connected to Sirius and its star beings, it's likely that you are connected to them on a spiritual level, and if you take time to locate the star in the sky, you might even have a sense of coming home. This card comes with this gateway is a giant yes. It brings the energy of wishing on a star and seeing that wish come true. This is a time for you to move forward with any projects or ideas that you have felt called to carry out. There is an energy of positivity, abundance and excitement surrounding you at this time. Whatever dreams you've been revisiting recently aren't dreams but premonitions. Know that whatever you've been connecting with on the inside is soon to be something you'll be experiencing in the physical. So think about what you desire instead of what you fear. See yourself celebrating as if your wildest dreams have come true. As you do so, you'll be creating the perfect energy for them to manifest in your world. Okay, so that's very much like the card we had from the Lightworker Oracle, which was telling us your ideas, visions and so on will be given energy to move forward. So I would definitely take note of that if you have some ideas that you've been putting on hold or just haven't been coming to fruition. Okay, I'll just grab another oracle. So I'll just go a little bit more into the personal. So we're getting a lot of ideas about projects and visions and, things that are stalling and moving forward, but I want to look at now personal growth in terms of relationships or heart, spiritual development, etc. What else is happening, guys? Okay. So this is the Akashic Records card, and This has been for a lot of my clients recently. My guides have been telling me whatever they're going through is part of the Akashic records for them. So they are hitting upon significant moments in their soul's life in this lifetime. And, you know, I was saying just a little earlier, I do feel like past life connections will come through, or past life issues will rear their head, and these need to be resolved. But they can also bring past life gifts. So maybe in past lives you were a healer, and those gifts come through at a particular time, say in the next year or so, and it's a remembering of your gifts. They're also calling for us to come together in friendship and support groups. I feel like, not support groups, but supporting each other in groups. I do feel like light workers are being called together to just to feel safe, to feel understood, to share knowledge, to share wisdom. So actually thinking how this relates to the previous card about the Akashic records and past life, you could well have some new connections come in that are past life connections, more in a friendship than romantic or other sense, but supportive connections. Okay, and then more guidance at this time is practicing gratitude, appreciation. This message of appreciation has come up a lot in the past week. Focusing on the good in your life rather than focusing on the negative or distracting yourself with other things. You may have had more issues or more troubles, and just shifting yourself, your energy, through the practice of gratitude to a higher vibration is something really worthwhile. Especially if you're in fear. Messages from your angels. Often my guides use the names of these angels to reference a message for me, and then I go to this oracle and look at what they meant. So I do love this old deck. Okay, Astara. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. Okay, so that's what we started with. Dreams, desires, visions, and the guides are really telling you now is the time to go after them. And for other people who have been waiting for them to be fulfilled, you may see a domino effect that brings it to you or releases constraints for you to move forward. So I hope this helped you, and please check out my other videos. Namaste.